Guys, today I will be exploring an old house that's been long abandoned. We're gonna see what we can find on this cool property. Let's go. We entered into this basement and we're checking out what we could find down here. We found a lot of cool stuff. We found a box of old trinkets, and that was pretty cool. Then we found a ton of these newspapers from 1967. There was a whole bag of them from 1967. Many of these newspapers included the Centennial Edition Canada 100-year anniversary newspapers, June 30th, 1967. How cool is this? Next, we checked out this old garage and see if there's anything cool in here. Unfortunately, the only thing we found in the garage was a few Canadian pennies and a few older looking tires. Here is the house tour. As I was exploring this room, I saw this closet and I decided to check it out. As I looked inside, I could see that there's lots of coat hangers and there's a suit cover. As I looked at it, it was empty, unfortunately, but it was branded, so that was cool. As I kept looking in this room, I came across a shocking discovery. There was a whole piano in there. Isn't that sick, guys? Alright, guys, isn't this crazy? Creepiest part, there's an axe and a broken window. This house had an odd-shaped kitchen, leaving very little space. Above the kitchen, there was access into the attic. Although not a good idea, we decided to stick our heads into the attic, and we were delighted to see this box in the attic. We decided we had to carry it out of the attic and see what it actually was. We pulled this box out of the attic, and now we're going to look in it. There wasn't anything inside it, but we did learn what it was. So this was actually a speaker that's pre-1927 from Philadelphia, called the Music Master. We kept on exploring through the house, only to find many empty rooms, such as this one. The house was filled with many of these cool light switches, just like this one. We found this old can, asbestos roof gum. It's completely unopened, sealed, with a label still intact. How cool is that, guys? Here's some footage of the full attic. While we were back up here, we noticed some paper sticking out of this sand-like insulation texture. We were delighted to see that they were newspapers. So we pulled them out just to see just how old they were. The date on the newspapers was September 3rd, 1947. We ended up finding 5 or 6 of these newspapers, actually. In one of the little nooks of this room, I spotted a little bottle. So I started rolling it towards me with a stick I found. Unfortunately, it was just a jar and wasn't worth keeping because it wasn't too old. To my surprise, in the corner of the room, there was an old stoneware crock with lots of writing on it. Later, we found this steel wool container containing actual steel wool still left inside of it. I could see that there's a bottle behind this drawer, so I decided to pull it out with my stick. I was very happy to see that it was actually an old bromo seltzer bottle, most likely from the 1940s. Look at that, guys. Bromo seltzer. I would say this is probably 1940s. How nice is that?